Mr. Manoj Jagtap is a wine tourism expert. Will share his knowledge about vineyard tourism. I welcome Mr. Jagtap on the podium. Over to you.
Hello, good afternoon. Myself, Manoj Jagtap. I'll just brief about myself. I am born and brought up in Nasik, the grape country. So we produce all type of grapes in Nasik, and this vineyard tourism or the wine industry took birth in the late 90s. Around 96, 97, there were some farmers traveling to France to study perfume and cheese making, because Nasik has a lot of milk, and also we have, as Nasik was called Gulshanabad before, so we have a lot of flower growing areas. So these farmers were looking for something value addition with along with their farming, and went there to study these things, do two things. When they went there, they saw everywhere vineyards everywhere. So they were confused where they were already staying in vineyards and saw everything vineyards there, and went to study something else and seeing all vineyards only there. So they asked them, what do you do with these grapes? Because we also export a lot of grapes to Europe. So the farmers there, they said that we make wine out of it. So these people, they were curious and went to see the wine making. So they kept the subject of making perfume and cheese aside and came back, studied wine. So this was the start. So Mr. Holkar, Mr. Prahlad Khadangle, the pioneers of the wine industry in Nasik and India, they came back. They brought some saplings of wine grapes from there, because the grapes what we grow in Nasik are the table grapes. And the grapes what they were making wine are completely wine making grapes. So they came up with the saplings they planted here. And simultaneously, it was a coincidence that a young guy studying in California from Nasik region, Mr. Rajiv Samant, the owner and CEO of Sula Vineyards. He was a Stanford graduate. He was working with Oracle. He came back. His father had some land in Nasik, and he wanted to do something in his own land. So he brought a winemaker from California and showed him his land where his father was growing mangoes in that place. So the winemaker, he told him that this can be something like California if you make wine here, because the tropical climate, the grape growing region. As I told, simultaneously the farmers already came with some wine grapes. They already grew some grapes, and this guy, he wanted to make a vineyard here. So the farmers who brought the wine grapes plantation here, those grapes were consumed in his winery in 1999 with the first winemaking, and in 2001 the first bottle came out that was in Nasik. So Rajiv, he was very good in marketing. So he started his own marketing. He brought up good brands. The first wine came out was the Sauvignon Blanc. Then he came up with the Chenin Blanc. The farmers, they brought some Zinfandels, Shiraz, Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot. So these all grapes came into Sula Vineyards, and the brands went on multiplying. So Sula came up with all these brands, and Rajiv, he wanted to do something like Californian wines. So he wanted people to come to his vineyards. So people, how will they come? So he made a tasting zone in his winery first. So the tasting center was done. In that tasting center, he invited a lot of people. So wherever he was selling wines, he advertised that you can come to my place and see how wine is made. So he started wine tours there, and he started showing how grapes are grown and how wines are made. So the entire process from grape to glass were shown to the people, and the people were then, when going back, they were tasting some good wines here, taking some wines from the table, going about, getting other people with them. So this started multiplying the wine tourism, and uh, the farmers who brought the saplings also now went to the government and showed this type of business to the government, and the Maharashtra government came up with a grape processing policy in 2001, where the grape processing policy says that there will be an excise holiday for all wines made from the grapes grown in Maharashtra out of the wines made in Maharashtra out of grapes grown in Maharashtra. So whatever grapes are grown in Maharashtra, if you make wine out of that, there will be no excise duty. It was for 10 years, from 2001 to 2011. In 2009-10, we again asked the government that this is a nascent industry that's just started crawling, and why not we extend this policy of the tax holiday, and we can get some more benefit out of it. So the government was kind with us, and they extended this policy up to 2021. So this, seeing this, the the winemakers and the farmers around, they saw this opportunity and getting from the government, and started doing wineries in their own farms. So out of 110 wineries across India, Nasik has 48 licenses. So 48 wineries are based in Nasik, out of which around 15 to 20 wineries are doing wine tourism, from everything from grape to glass. Now there are some good wine resorts everywhere. So almost 4 wineries, they have their own vineyard resorts. Myself, I in 2004, I started in this wine industry as a marketing executive with a wine company, and seeing the business, I shifted myself and became an entrepreneur, and started this wine tourism. And now I escort almost 1,500 to 2,000 international guests in Nasik, only coming for wine tourism. So this is a very good opportunity and good tourism example. We have there is a small homestay type where there is a lady who has also started making cheese in her own home, and the cheese making place is just in between 2 vineyards. So the people coming to the vineyard stay, they also go to this cheese making hub. They get good cheese there, fresh cheese, have cheese with wine, so that it complicates each other, and good wine and cheese pairing, this thing. Another thing, now recently there is a small restaurant nearby the vineyards, that is they make pure Nasik misal. Misal is a very spicy and sprouted grains. So that person, he makes misal on a wood-fired chula, and people from everywhere, they come and enjoy. So that person receives almost 800 to 1,000 people every day in his place only for misal. So that those people, they travel to the wineries, and the winery people, they travel to this place. And after this, now there are 2 wineries owned by the ladies. This again gave opportunity to the ladies. There is one winery owned by 3 ladies, one Venus Vineyards, and the second one is a Nifa Vineyards, where the lady, she drives a tractor, sprays on the vineyards, help the husband pick the grapes, bring into the winery. They both, husband and wife, no helper with them. They make wine and sell on their own vineyard. Not even a single drop is left over after the year. So this is a very good example for the women entrepreneurs in our Nasik. And after that, there's one winery exactly. There are 2 wineries exactly besides the lake. So the lake resorts are also sold with the vineyards. So the people, they travel and come and stay at the lake vineyards. And the international guests, when they come to Nasik, we have got this type of comments that if these wines are taken to Europe for blind tasting, nobody will tell that this has come from the Asian countries, because they are very they see the taste, and they are very interesting to find the taste better than their wines, because they don't have sunshine there. We have a lot of sunshine here, and the good acidity and sugar is developed in our grapes here, and this gives a good alcohol strength to the wines. But I just wanted to tell you that, tell everyone that wine, wine is not a liquor. To be very clear, wine is not a liquor. It's a completely naturally fermented grape juice. And second thing, Second thing, I would like to tell, if there are some government officials here, that it should be a uniform policy for the entire country. Because if I'm selling wines in Maharashtra, the rates of wines are completely different when they are going to other states in India. Because all 30 states in the country are 30 countries in a single country. Because if I am selling wine from Maharashtra to Karnataka, these wines are completely, the term used is export. So suppose Gujarat wants some wines from Maharashtra, Gujarat will send an import permit to Maharashtra, and Maharashtra will send an export permit with the wines to Gujarat. And every state has their own policies. So the wines selling in Nasik at 350 or 500 rupees will be sold at 1500 and 1000 to 1500 in any other state in India. And foreigners, when they come, they also enjoy this stay, the Indian food, Indian cuisine, and they also have the vineyards. They have different types of cuisine. There is Italian food served, French foods are made in wineries. So this is the wine tourism. I have a small video of my wine tour. Can you just? That's our wine tour. In this wine tour, what we do is we receive guests in Nasik. Wherever the guests stay, we, myself or my person, they receive the guests, and we start for the wine tour. We do almost 4 wineries in a day, including lunch. So in all wineries, the person from the winery and ourselves, we take the guest from to the vineyards, explain everything right from the soil to the grape growing. And in this, all the wines, we show everything from grape to glass, and at the end of the time, we give them all wine tastings. And also we have started now some wine festivals in Nasik. So the first weekend of February always is the Sula Fest, and the government has also supported the Wine Association of India. So I'm the coordinator of All India Wine Producers Association, where we organize wine festival biannually. So in that, we try to organize these events in all vineyards. So in all vineyards. So it is almost 1 month festival. So every weekend we shift our mela from this vineyard to that vineyard, and we cater the guests there. So all the people doing some new all the local cuisines, They are present there. They make their cuisines at the vineyards. They can stay there. If it's a full moon day, people are allowed to harvest grapes with the farmers. So you can go and help the farmers harvest the grapes, and those grapes you can see how the grapes are crushed and your wines are made. And along with that, we have a special event that is grape stomping. So that's a very interesting event in the complete this thing. The local music festival along with grape stomping is done in the evening, and then the wines are celebrated. Okay, that's all. Thank you so much. Coming festival, we are planning for 2021. Yeah, the dates will be soon declared, and Maharashtra Tourism Development Corporation is helping us. Maharashtra Tourism has recently opened a grape park in Nasik, exactly beside the Gangapur Lake. Yes. Yes. That is what I wanted to tell, that it should be a uniform policy by the central government, where automatically it can be available everywhere, because we receive lot of guests from Gujarat for wine tours. Lot of guests from Gujarat.
Especially, if it's made in India and it's becoming so popular, Gujarat may be a dry state, but I'm sure if you take a vote or a count of how many people drink in this state, sure, it will, we have to go out of our state, the Rajasthan or anything.
Yes. Yeah, that is why, see, when our Maharashtrian wines are mostly sold in Daman and Silvassa, the entry points of Gujarat. Yes. Yes, we are already taking since 10 years, but still stuck up, not moving anything else.
Especially secondly, you're talking about
No, we did not hear any positive these things still now. Unless and until it should be followed up by the Gujarat government. Yeah, it should be followed up by the Gujarat government of Gujarat. At least for the wines, because it's a part of food.
Altogether very different. This is made out of fermentation, by distillation. जैसे दही का दूध बनाते हैं, दूध का दही बनाते हैं, that is fermentation. This is the same process. And all ladies, we have Nagpur wine club we have, and it is the biggest and the richest club of India. We are nearly
In very less time, Nagpur Wine Lovers Club has developed, and they're selling. Nagpur is selling lot of wine. Yeah, they have developed a good culture in Nagpur.
See, madam, when I entered your cards, this can go next. He said, you can purchase here is the shop. I was not aware.
No, we can buy it, but you need a permit.
Yes, you need a permit here.
So, not for Gujarat.
Yeah, Gujarat, what I'm saying is just the way it is regulated.
So it is better to carry our stuff.
I would like to welcome all of you to Nasik, and whenever you are in Nasik, please do welcome, and just give me a call. We can arrange a wine tour. We can send you all details, and we can block some place in the wineries on that particular day and that time. Okay, thank you so much.
Now they have plastic wine.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jagtap. And I request our chairperson, Mrs. Taruna Patel, to think over it, and let's have a day retreat or a Ahmedabad retreat at Nasik, right? And let's cheers in, let's do a cheers in Nasik. Yeah, so let's have a